Hey! Festus Keyamo. I know this is unbelievable. Festus Keyamo, Minister of Aviation and Aerospace. As I come to hear this, I say, now Festus, we know. You want the form integrity? Well, he try for this or he try. My guy, he don't go defend the budget. He say he award contract the second phase of the Nnamdi Azikiwe runway airport, the runway for the airport. He gave out the contract at 90 billion. Now the contractors will collect them because they say, hey, due to the rising and fall of the naira, say the quotation where they been accepted before, say they not do again. Say now the new quotation of 500 and something billion. I beg, how many percent increase be that? Calculate them. The guy enters, he make it go defend the budget. They call the answer. You understand? He said no, he did not accept it. That as a Christian, his conscience will not allow him to take up the price from 90 billion to 500 and something billion. Then I will take contractors the demand. So therefore, you don't suspend that project for now, temporarily. I beg, when I talk to him, when I help me watch as this thing go down. So when we come back, we will now have a discussion. We'll watch.
The construction of the 4.2-kilometer second runway of the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport in Abuja has encountered another setback as Nigeria's aviation minister announces the suspension of the 90 billion naira project. The minister, while responding to questions thrown by lawmakers at the ongoing budget defense session in the National Assembly, disclosed that the decision to suspend construction of the second Abuja runway is due to unreasonable high variations by the contractors, which amounts to about 532 billion naira. He also added that the sum of 30 billion naira has been spent on compensation and relocation of Abuja indigents who were affected by the planned construction of a second runway.
The variation from 90 billion, they are proposing 532 billion. I will not accept it. The option I have is to cancel the contract. We have to invite fresh bids, because they cannot hold us to ransom. No contractor like that. It's a responsible contract. This is the committee oversighting us. They will chop my neck off if I come back and tell the committee that I approved how much. No, I will not. 532, from 90 billion to 532 billion within a space of 2 years to do the second runway, I will not accept it.
The minister also announced plans to open fresh bidding for the contract, as some companies have already indicated interest to take over the project using their own funds.
State of the situation, we have 2 proposals on the table which I will take to Mr. President, and I'll consult my chairman on it for us to have even special funding, the PPPs. There are 2 other Chinese companies who say they can fund it for with their own money. And for us to pay them back, because we need the second runway to be up and running, and I want it to be completed during the lifetime of this administration.
Well, you were at the National Assembly, and I know that there were quite a number of sticky points that came out from your engagement.
Yes, correct.
And one of them I noticed was this issue of the second runway. I mean, one of the things which you had done in your first few months of being in office was to resolve the dispute around land, which had been hampering the development of the second runway. But yesterday you disclosed that you were going to terminate the contract because of the cost of variation, which you are not going to accept. Isn't this taking us back to square one for such a critical piece of infrastructure?
Well, unfortunately, it has to be like that for now. It's not taking us to square one. We've gotten somewhere, but we can build on that. As public officers, we must be reasonable about the type of, because these positions we are kept are positions of trust. They are positions where people expect you to act with the fear of God. And so somebody cannot come and vary a contract, and you are seeing like that is like a 700% increase of a runway. How much we used to build a new airport? And then that is why I said, look, I act with honesty and transparency, and that's why I disclose the figures on the floor. that the original figure was 70 billion, but there was a 20 billion, I think there's contingency also, they put that's 90 billion. And all of a sudden, because you say there is, the dollar has exchanged, the naira, value has changed, prices have gone up and all that, and then you now say 90 billion to 532 billion. Nobody's going to accept that. And you're pushing it down my throat. And I said, no, even the president himself, being the leader of the country, does not like such variations. He has told us clearly about that. He feels it's an avenue for fraud. And I also think so too, if they are unreasonable. Of course, when there is the change of value of the naira and then the goods are dollar-based, you can have slight variations. And I have a lot of variations within my ministry too. All ministers, they have variations within their ministry. But you as a minister, you have to be reasonable together with your permanent secretary and the tenders board to say, what is the percentage of the change of the dollar to the naira? What is percentage of the... And then, of course, you do your own due diligence too. So it is for us as ministers to advise government correctly. And I thought that was unreasonable.
You see, I want to ask you, Shana say the guy say if you accept the new quotation, they go bombard them. Say how can this thing fly from 90 to 500? Say it is fish. Or say the guy truly do that because of integrity. Nigeria police shall get integrity. Nigeria police shall integrity. Is that right? So look at the way he just arranged it. I cannot accept it. Even the president preaches against such an inflation. So therefore, I have to and open the window for other companies to bid for the contract. Say right now, say even the company, what they say, na 500 billion they go use run now. Say they don't they beg now. Say may they run them now. But that the window has been open for others to also bid. So whatever happens, they will now take the best of choice. I get it. Something is fishy here. Something is fishy. Is this a case of integrity or a case of playing smart to sway the Nigerian people? Because you now reason you won't go face the Senate committee and the joint session of the National Assembly to defend your budget. Because they see a quotation where you write before now 90. But now the thing don't increase to 500. In fact, they go first ask you, what do you want carry 500 billion do? You say the wrong way, say confess of the wrong way. They will not ask you, how much is the full to build full airport? Are you getting it? They will not ask you, how much is the money to build a full airport? This one will say you want to. Say the wrong way, I've been a terminal. No, the wrong way. You say you want to. 90 billion. The guy played a smart one there. This cannot pass for integrity. Festus Keyamo. We fight Tinubu tooth and nail in Lagos when he was governor. 1999-2007. He fight. He's a drug baron. He doesn't have certificate. All of a sudden, he now started singing his praises in the last presidential election. In the last presidential election, he was singing the man that he nearly killed his political ambition in the 90s. When we came back to democracy, that's 1999 to 2007, when he was governor of Lagos State. He won't finish the guy's political career. But now he's singing praises. Hey, even working with the government. I be that government. Hi! And then you want me to believe that this taunt he just put now is integrity. Oh, integrity. This is not integrity. Oh, shit. Oh, my home. To be on the good books of Mr. President. Because everybody now they try to please Mr. President. We could only try they praise him. Hey, we can. So they even use the matter. Say, hey, I am pleased with him. So everybody now want me president. They say, I am pleased with you. So that in the next cabinet shake up, they don't go push them come out now. So that is what happened. A case of integrity. This is not a case of integrity. This is a case of playing smart. And he plays smart on it. Who is with me? If you think you do not agree with me, drop your own 2 cents in the comment section. Let us dialogue. I'll go see you later.
For over a decade, this has been the birthplace of innovation. Innocent Vehicles is a testament to resilience, employing international best practices to create more than just a car. Every vehicle here tells a story of durability, fuel economy and safety. crafted with the African spirit, the Nigerian heart. These vehicles surrounding me embody the unique concept of regionalization, each one designed to cater to the tastes and preferences of our people. From the streets in Nigeria to the terrains of the Sahara, these vehicles are designed for our roads, for our people. This is more than a vehicle. It's a symbol of our progress, our resilience, our collective success story. Your feedback drives us to continuously innovate and improve. Innocent Vehicle, the pride of African roads.